So I finally beat Nightmare 160 with Blade, and I have to say, this time around Blade is by far the weakest of the heroes. So in this video I want to show you the build I'm using, what are the most important stats to get for your gear that synergizes with the build, and how to play the build because some of the traits change the way the character works, so I will show you that as well. So if you want to work up to cleaving Nightmare 160 with Blade, here's how I did it. So this is the build for the traits. You can just copy them as you see them on the screen right here. However, there are a couple of them that are extra important to take advantage of because they change the way the character is played. And those are this one, Exorcism Round. What this does is it replaces your regular block for the blade with a different ability where you fire a bullet. However, what is not explained here is that if you have this other trait, the Heart of the Hunter, this bullet ability has no cooldown. And so what you can do is you can infinitely spam this ability, which will do massive amounts of single target damage because, as you can see here, it says, while flying, it fires Hunter's shotgun spreads bullets every 0.5 seconds, which is a lot, as you will see later in the clear. So this trait, Exorcism Round, as well as the Heart of the Hunter one, are the most important. And then after that, just complete the build like regular. You also want this one where you can cast the Bloodline Awakening with the shotgun, and the secondary trait on this, which allows you to ignore enemy collision in the Bloodline Awakening, because this will allow you to slip through the enemy mobs a little easier. You won't get body blocked by most of them, so it makes it easier to move around the map and kite them. Now moving on to the most important stats, you will see even from the traits I am going for as much precision and precision damage as possible, because if you read this Heart of the Hunter ability, what it does is, as you can see here, it says gaining total precision rate. So when you activate this, you increase your precision rate by whatever number it says here, and so you basically have almost guaranteed precision on every single hit that you do. And so that's why you want to stack as much precision damage as possible, because basically every one of your hit is going to be a precision hit, and so you want to multiply the damage. Now in terms of the other important stats, precision damage is one of them. However, the more important stats I would say are total damage bonus and then total output boost, because what these will do is they will amplify all of your damage as like a baseline, and so this damage amplification applies before all the other damage sources. So if you can amplify the baseline, which is a total damage bonus for example, and then the output boost, you will get a lot more damage out of everything. So the number 1 and 2 stats are damage bonus and output boost. As you can see, I have them on my gun here. I have damage bonus, I have output boost and precision damage on my amulet, and more output boost and precision damage on my exclusive. So the most important stats are damage bonus, output boost, precision damage, and then precision rate in this order. After these damage stats, there are 2 blade specific traits on items that you want to look for, and you want to have as much of them as possible. The first one is this one on my exclusive, which is the S tier, Exorcism Round Enhancement. What this trait does is that it increases the fire rate of that bullet that we unlocked in the trait, and so this will just make it shoot faster, so of course it's more damage. So you want to have at least one of this as high as possible. I think even just one is enough if it's an S tier. If it's not S tier, you can go for a couple of them, but you want this to be pretty high. And the second one is the other trait that I have on my exclusive here as well, the Heart of the Hunter Enhancement, because it increases that extra precision rate you get in the Heart of the Hunter. So you want to get as many of these as possible. As you can see, I have it on here, I have it on here, and I have it on all of my 3 items. So these are the 2 most important traits you want to look for. You want at least 1 Exorcism Round Enhancement and as many as you can Heart of the Hunter enhancements. So this is everything you need to know in terms of how to build the character. Now here is how to play him. First of all, just to showcase how the build works, you want to have the gun activated. As you will see, you will have a small meter down here, and you can also activate the Bloodline because we got the trait for it. And so the way this works is, when you shoot enemies, you will see that you fill up this meter and you have this timer on the right side. When you do this, you will see that you will be able to spam this right click ability. And as you can see, it fires very quickly because of that trait we have. And so what you want to do is you want to build up this passive and then just spam as many of these bullets as you can while also firing your regular gun. So hold down left click or primary fire and then just spam the alternate fire with as many of these flying bullets as you can. And so what this will do is you will fire a lot of damage. So you just want to slowly kite backwards and fire as much as you can. Just spam this as much as possible, and as you can see, they all fly in a straight line and they just shoot out infinite damage. So this is how you play this character. I will now show you how I cleared the level 160 as well, and so good luck with everything, guys.